my cousin.
Kanan.
Iesha.
That you?
Nah. She a nice girl though.
What's up?
I'm chilling. How about you? Oh, you making fun of me?
I'm making fun of you.
What are you doing?
That's for being loyal.
You be careful with him.
I got him. Sean, let's go.
I call Momma? I ain't your motherfucking daddy. You don't deserve to be my son.
Hey, Sean didn't come home last night. He's not answering his phone, so I thought I'd call you. I told you to look out for him.
Kanan's changing up. He also kicking it with some old heads.
No, I do not think Iesha is Sean's mom. Yes, I'm gonna come right at the beginning of the video and say it because I know people are gonna be running to the comments. Yes, I know Sean's real mom name is Jarita. If you guys been watching Raising Kanan since season 1, this conversation literally comes up every time Kanan gets a new love interest. We've seen it with Davina, I believe it was in season 1, and even the Corinne girl, I believe was her name, in season 2. Every time he gets a love interest, this conversation comes up. Everyone denounces it, says it's not true, because we know, of course, Sean's mom name was Jarita. But I do think Iesha will play a big important role in the lives of Kanan and Jukebox, almost as important to being Sean's mother. And I'm telling you guys, please stay and watch this entire video because I'm about to put it all together. All the clues and hints and leaked scenes and screenshots have already been put in front of us, and I'm about to connect all the dots for you guys. Iesha is still a very important character. So I want to dive into two big storylines that I think is going to take place with Iesha. One being a love triangle between those three, Kanan, Jukebox, and Iesha. And two, Kanan being in the game, putting her in harm's way, her possible death, and how that completely kills Jukebox's dream to be a singer and causes the scar Kanan has on his neck. Yes, the scar Courtney Kemp said they got in a fight when they were kids. I think it's finally about to come around with the death of Iesha. For the people that do believe this could be Sean's mom, they have redlined shit in the past and changed details from the first power to this one, because obviously Raising Kanan wasn't a thought in mind when they made all that stuff up back then, so they could still possibly be the case. But I thought if it was the case, they just would have went ahead and named the girl Jarita, because we obviously knew her name in the original power, but they didn't. So I choose to believe that isn't the case, that isn't Sean's mom. But once again, she's about to play a big factor in the lives of Jukebox and Kanan. I'm about to dive into all the details. As usual, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let's jump right into it.
How'd you get your nickname, Jukebox?
When I was a kid, I knew all the songs on the radio. I could imitate anybody. I was better than good. I was great.
Now, we learned from older Jukebox in OG Power that she used to be a singer. She was good at it, even great, she once said. So we knew immediately going into Raising Kanan, something horrific had to happen. We have gotten multiple scenes of Jukebox singing from time to time, and she definitely is great. And now she finally has her shot with this new girl group to make her goals and dreams come true. But obviously, knowing OG Power, that definitely isn't going to take place. And I think that's why Iesha comes in, and I believe this love triangle comes in. Of course, this girl group is going to have some success from the time being. We already saw one of their performances in the trailer gonna take place, so she's gonna think all her goals and dreams are about to come true, and it's gonna come crashing down on her. So to explain everything, of course, the girls, they've been practicing. Iesha been messing up, so Jukebox decided to do an extra practice, just her and Iesha. They started opening up to each other. She even told Iesha about Nicole, everything with that situation.
You sound like my friend Nicole. She was my girlfriend.
So, y'all still together, or?
Didn't work out.
And after that, Jukebox invited her to Lou's club, his open mic night. Now, up to this point, they're seemingly just friends. They've been giving each other weird looks and things here or there, but they're just friends. And she tells that to Marvin as well when she gets into the car, because even he peeped that this might be a girl, they might be interested in one another and things like that. But fast forward to the open mic that night, Kanan pulls Jukebox to the side, asks if Iesha her, if that's her girl, and Jukebox like no, but she's a nice girl though, and told him go with his move. Do what he gotta do.
Iesha, this my cousin.
Kanan.
Iesha.
That you?
Nah. She a nice girl though.
What's up?
I'm chilling. How about you? Oh, you making fun of me?
I'm making fun of you.
Now the interesting part about all this is after that we get Jukebox kind of staring at them in the background, kind of looking sad, distraught, and there's gonna be an upcoming scene in the next episode, I believe, of Kanan and Iesha dancing and Jukebox once again staring at them in the background. I think this love triangle will come into play and Iesha will be playing both sides with them. But we've seen her now in 2 separate scenes watching them in the background. I mean, look at these scenes. She's directly staring at what they're doing. I think the only reason Jukebox hasn't said anything yet because she's still battling with the loss of Nicole. That was her first girlfriend, her first love, and also Kanan is the one who got her killed. We're gonna dive into that more later. But Jukebox did forgive him for this situation.
It's not your fault, Kanan. It's this place, Kanan. It's fucked up life we live in here.
So yeah, she forgave him and now they're moving on, but I think this love triangle is about to come into play. And guess what? This also happened in the OG Power. Interestingly enough, in the OG Power, this even happened when after the fire and fight between Ghost and Kanan, Jukebox let Kanan come and stay with her. And during this process, he wanted to get in on a job. So to make sure his hand was working, she let him fuck her bitch. They had sex with the same girl in the show. And I think Iesha might be the introduction of that, our first time seeing them both mess with the same girl, catch feelings for her. And once again, the problems come in where with her being in Jukebox's girl group, Kanan is about to put her in harm's way with what he has going on. Because pay attention to this, we know in episode 6 Kanan is about to meet Snaps for the first time and he's about to start joining Ronnie's crew. If you look at these 2 clips of him meeting Snaps, Ronnie, him chilling with all the old heads, you see the red light in the background. In the screenshot I just showed you guys of him and Iesha dancing, they're in the exact same club. Kanan has on the exact same clothes. So he's already exposing her to his world as is. Everybody will know that is his girl. And I think, of course, Iesha will die and that will be the end to the girls group. That's how it all falls apart. And we have to remember, Kanan killed Jukebox's first girlfriend, Nicole, by selling the bad crack, the bad product, but she did forgive him. She said it wasn't his fault, it's the place they're from. She can't blame him, she can't blame herself. But now this will be the second time he's killed her potential girlfriend and also someone in her girl group that's for destroying her dream, like I said. So she wouldn't take too kindly to this. She wouldn't forgive him as easily as she done in the past, and I think this causes the big fight between them. I think they will get in a full-on fight like we saw Marvin and Juke in the first season of Power, and I think she will scar Kanan. I think he will get cut on the neck and get the scar that Courtney Kemp mentioned so long ago. Now, of course, Courtney Kemp is no longer with the show. Sasha Penn is the writer for everything. This might get redlined, might not ever happen, but I do think this is a cool way to introduce it into the storyline if something like this was to take place and we get their first real fight. Because thus far, Kanan and Jukebox's relationship has been rock solid. They've been through a lot with each other through everything, and we're waiting to see when it all falls off, when it all gets rocky, because the Kanan and Juke we saw in OG Power is currently not the Kanan and Juke we see right now. An interesting theory I saw in my comment section, and I can't remember who said it, but I'll pin your comment if you comment on this video and you let me know it was you. But they were like, in the drive-by shooting that we see take place later this season, they're shooting at Rock's car. Now we're to believe Juliana and Ronnie set the situation up after Ronnie goes back to Juliana's house, get their work. Their next goal is to take out Rock. Now some people saying it won't be Rock driving the car, it possibly be Marvin, but nevertheless there'll probably be Iesha and Jukebox in the car bringing them to practice or from practice or something like that, and she gets caught up in the drive-by. So a lot of people are speculating already that that's her possible death scene or that's what's taking place this season. And I think that would mean that going into season 4 we finally see that ruthless Jukebox we heard so much about in the OG Power that even Ghost and Tommy was calling her crazy.
And remember Jukebox? Yeah, that fucking crazy bitch. That one.
And the last thing I want to mention before we close off this video is that Jukebox is also going to betray him on another level, because she's going to be giving up information to Rock, letting her know what Kanan has going on, saying he's with these old heads in his business. And we know Kanan doesn't take too kindly today. He just cut Famous off for letting Rock do whatever, not letting him know, not feeding him that information. So he's not going to want her anywhere near his business, especially because he's about to cut Rock completely off in episode 6 as well. well. Famous is about to reveal to him that it was Rock who put the gun in his bag, and he's gonna tell Rock he's completely done. And that's where we get the scene from the trailer where she says when he gets older he's gonna understand why she did all this, and he says, I'm never gonna understand none of this. I'm damn sure never gonna understand you.
You're gonna get older, you're gonna understand why I did what I did.
I'm never gonna understand none of this. I'm damn sure never gonna understand you.
So he's gonna be completely done with Rock, and Jukebox feeding her this information is only gonna make shit worse. So the first betrayals between Jukebox and Kanan are here. It's gonna take place in episode 6. As usual though, you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, let me know your thoughts and opinions on all this down below. We're just gonna have to wait and see, but I think I put together a pretty good theory. But I'm out.